Insomniac's Marvel Spider-Man was a beautiful gift sent from the sky like Baby Grinch in the live-action movie. The game is everything you'd ever want from a Spider-Man game and more.
Gotta find that server room before there's no evidence.
Dude, what the fuck? Spider-Man is the villain, bro. You cannot convince me otherwise.
The intro alone into the game captures Spider-Man's flow and characterization perfectly. As you guys may know by now, with the Honest Review series, I stray away from as many spoilers as I can, but I will just say the first boss is awesome, and it's not too much of a spoiler because it's within the first 15 minutes of gameplay. The cinematics of the fight with Kingpin is crazy. You actually feel like Spider-Man. Instead of some random boring cutscene to transition you between the phases of the fight, you get button prompts that keep you locked in throughout the cutscene, right? To transition from phase 1 to phase 2, that sort of thing. It is absolutely awesome. It looks sick. And the story the game follows is actually pretty decent, with a great mix-up of mission styles. Although the puzzles in this game are rather easy and simple, I want to focus the spotlight on the stealth missions. Spider-Man is always seen as the playful goofball that shoots webs out of his hands, and don't get me wrong, he is. But when you're doing stealth missions, you can and you're like just on the lamppost picking these people off one by one, you can see how truly terrifying Spider-Man can really be. However, this is where some of the negative stuff comes into play. The MJ and Miles Morales stealth missions, these suck hairy chungus. The only real cool thing about this is when, you kind of get to see Miles Morales' origin story and how it sets up for his game. So I guess that's kind of cool, but another thing that annoyed me with the gameplay is that it kind of bugged me that the game would constantly clue you in on what you should be doing. Like, oh, this door is locked. I wonder if there's a vent here. And then I'd walk a few steps and he'd be like, hey, I wonder if I can sneak into that vent. And then it would tell me what to do the whole time. But yet again, it's not a big issue. It's just something I figured I'd point out. Now, back to getting Insomniac's meat in my mouth. They cooked with the animations. They absolutely killed it. When you're swinging around New York, you are Spider-Man. The sounds of the horns of the cars, the atmosphere, the sound of J. Jonah Jameson talking shit about you, all of it is perfect. The swinging is satisfying and buttery smooth, and I literally use this game as background filler for some of my commentary videos because it looks so damn good. Not only is the swinging perfect, but the Spider-Man is also perfect. And what I mean by that is you can unlock different Spider-Man, such as the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, Tom Holland, and they have 40 other suits in the game, like Future Foundation suit, the 2099 suit, all of it. They have pretty much any Spider-Man you can think of, and when you unlock a new suit, you also get a new ability, like mods. So when you click R3 and L3 together, you get to do a cool spinny web thing. That's just one of the examples. Get a bunch of new perks. It is awesome. Leveling up feels great. You unlock a bunch of new gear and gadgets to shoot webs, setting up tripwires, web bombs. It's just, you can really play around with how you take out criminals. And the criminals themselves, you can just hear it on the radar. They'll be like, oh, breaking news, there's a crime breaking down in Chinatown or whatever. And you go over there and then you go pew, 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 web them up. And then you get some points, some XP, and a token that you can use to unlock other suits. And when it comes to the collectibles, I think they did better than a lot of games. You just need to take a picture of a few landmarks, get Peter's old backpacks, do some science stuff for Harry, go to the outposts. It's really simple stuff. It's not anything too difficult, and even if you're not big on collectibles, it's rewarding because it's quick and you're swinging, right? Because the animations are fire, so you get to swing from collectible to collectible. It just feels absolutely amazing. And yes, I know I'm extremely late to covering this game as it was released in 2018, but I can just say this 2018 game looks a lot better than most modern day games. The texture on his suit and the explosions that surround him all look and feel real. And when you're swinging around and the webs and stuff, it plays a little sound out of the speaker and it makes little vibrations. Makes you really feel like you're shooting the webs out of your hands and you're actually swinging as Spider-Man. When I think of a great Spider-Man game, I instantly think of this one. Aside from the couple of complaints that I had, I really enjoyed this game. It's something that's really replayable and just fun. Everyone knows Spider-Man, everyone loves Spider-Man. Everyone would have a blast with this game. Even if you only watch Tom Holland's movies or you only read a certain comic, they have that specific Spider-Man. You could play as it. You could play this game a couple of times. The first time I played through this game, I played as Tobey Maguire. And then this time that I played through the game on stream, I played as Andrew Garfield. I just had an absolute blast with this game, and I can't recommend it enough. I think you guys should really try it. And yeah, that's just an honest review of Marvel Spider-Man. If I was to rate this thing out of 10, I would give it a solid 9 out of 10. It is a wonderful game, and I cannot recommend it enough. It is absolutely a fire game that I think everyone should play at least once. Anyways, that's pretty much going to do it. If you guys wouldn't mind, just go into the description and join the Discord. I love talking to you guys, meeting you guys. That's the best part of this, doing the whole YouTube thing. And that's really all I have for you guys today, alright? So, thank you for watching. Take care.